This drumming session isn't an evening class in a community centre. Unusually, it's part of a therapy session taking place during school hours at Jessie Boot Primary in Nottingham.
They don't go to their dad and tell him stuff that they'll tell me. I want it to be like equal.
Jessie Boot is just one of many extended schools across the country, which are working with their local authorities and providers and with other schools to offer a range of integrated services to their communities.
So I was wondering if I could bring the inhaler in. I wasn't sure, so I thought I'll come and ask you.
What's different at Jessie Boot is that its extended provision focuses on the physical and emotional needs of the community it serves. So why did Jessie Boot Primary decide to place this emphasis on health? We spent a day at the school to find out.
The extended services are a really vital part of what we do here because they're about addressing emotional and social and medical health sort of aspects to learning.
My name's Sue, I'm the school nurse.
The extended school philosophy starts early, before school in fact.
You're age 9, okay.
Every Wednesday morning between 8:30 and 9:30, prescribing nurse Sue runs a drop-in centre in the school's health suite.
I'm a bit concerned about Emily's diet. I'm a bit worried about her weight.
Parents come in, usually they bring their children when they first come to school in the morning if they're worried about their health at all, coughs, colds, lumps, bumps, rashes, that sort of thing. Well, what we'll do today then, Emily, is we'll weigh and measure you, okay, see how well you're growing. Is that okay?
Yes, that's fine.
Good. Okay, and then we'll just ask you some questions about what sort of food that you like to eat. What's your favourite food?
Chips.
Chips, that I see. And do you think that's a healthy food to eat? Not really. Do you eat any vegetables and fruits? Okay, that's good. Chips are fine, but you need to have some vegetables and fruit to go with that as well. It sounds as though, from what I've discussed, that she's eating quite a balanced diet. She is eating...
Trying to get into the doctors to get the advice that I need is quite difficult, and it's a lot easier knowing that the school nurse is available. If I need to speak to her, I can ring her and she'll make an appointment to see me up here.
Okay, so if you want to come over to my scales, so that's 29 kilos. And you are 138 centimetres. Right, Emily, you're 9 years old, aren't you? And you weigh 29 kilograms, which is bang on the 50th centile. That means you're absolutely average for weight, okay? And then if we look at your height, you were 138. So you're tall but perfectly formed.
Sometimes I'll spend half an hour with the school nurse, whereas seeing my doctor you get the 10 minutes. And also she can give you information about other services that are available.
I've got a leaflet here if you'd like to take that with you. That's just some advice for if you can just read through that, and it just talks about what to do at meal times if you want to try and encourage Emily to try some new foods. Health is a big part of education, so it helps if we can identify the children's health issues. It helps them with learning, it improves attendance and helps their attitude in school.
It's not just the physical well-being that is considered important at Jessie Boot, it's the emotional well-being of the whole family. After break, there's an opportunity for parents to play.
What we're going to be doing is getting you to communicate through your drums or whatever instruments you're playing. What I'd like you to do is think about your eldest child and going around the room, drum them. So if you want to start, and just a brief drum on why, how different. So quite quiet?
Yes.
Relate to You is a pilot project aimed at encouraging parents to resolve their own issues and to improve their communication with their children through the medium of drumming.
A range of issues come up during these sessions, from domestic abuse to gender, cultural issues, issues around parenting, bullying, about their children's work at school. So we work with them to help them understand what they're experiencing.
So does this give you a sense that maybe there's another way outside of screaming that might help you communicate better?
It just makes you think the way you communicate could be a better way.
What we seem to be seeing is that when parents feel happier about who they are, they're happier about how they parent, and ultimately that has to be good for the child.
Last week Nikki took home a drum to experiment using it with her children. So,
Well, I took this one home. It was absolutely amazing. My son is 11, nearly 12. Doesn't communicate, everything bottled up. We sat here, he was playing it, just normal. And I started to speak to him and everything came flooding out. Right. And while he was playing it,
he forgot everything around him. So it was all the questions I was asking him about school. If I asked him about school, yeah, all right, whatever, see ya, and he's gone. Where? Oh, I had a really bad day, Mum. It was really bad. Where before, yeah, whatever. That's the only communication we got from him.
Do you feel now that you've got the boundaries back, that's allowing you to do things differently?
Definitely.
Right.
It's 12 o'clock and it's the first sitting for lunch. For some children, there's an opportunity to visit an informal drop-in centre run by Leslie, a counsellor with Think Children, an organisation which provides support for children who may be having emotional problems.
Issues can range from bereavement, bullying, it could be separation, loss, divorce, and transition too. What your Teddy's going to protect you from?
Bad things.
What sort of bad things?
Bad people.
What bad people?
Bullies.
Has that been happening still? Have you told anyone about it?
Only you.
Only me. Do you remember what we said about collecting evidence about how often it's happening and the little book that we made? What would you like to do about it?
Don't know.
What do you feel as though you want to do?
I want to tell her that I don't want to be a friend, but I can't.
Right. What about trying some writing or a note or something? To write a note now?
Well, I just feel that you can let stuff out and, you know, it feels much better to just talk about it and get it sorted out. You feel more grown up about things.
So it looks as though you're making the border fit neatly around the edge.
Yeah, and make it look neat.
What does that mean to you to present your note really well to this person?
I actually mean it.
Because that means that you actually mean it. It's like official, is it?
Yeah.
I see. I think this approach is effective because it's child-led, there's no agenda. Also, it's early intervention work as well, so it actually enables the child to think about their actions and their behaviour and gives them coping skills and able to cope with whatever comes their way and preventing something more serious in the future.
Whilst the children start their afternoon lessons, some parents are also in class.
When they start school, they're learning obviously completely new skills again. So that's the major part. Yeah.
So when should you start talking to babies? From the moment they're born, after 6 weeks, or when they smile at you? Okay,
I think it's first.
Right, from the moment they are born. Yeah. Did we all agree with that? Yeah. Okay, so why do you think it's important?
The bonding process. You can talk to them. They're looking at you, communicating with you, recognising who you are.
Yeah. And actually, I mean, an interesting question is, it says here, from the moment they are born. But do you think it's possible that it's possible to talk to babies before they are born?
Yeah, they do say to, don't they, when you're pregnant, obviously, to talk to your baby because they can hear you.
Absolutely.
Penny is a sessional tutor from South Nottingham College, which runs further and higher education courses. It has linked up with Jessie Boot to deliver this course on understanding play for learning.
I think there are many advantages for using a school setting for courses. I think first and foremost, a lot of the learners that I work with perhaps have been out of learning for a while, and it can seem less threatening to come to this smaller, friendly environment than going to college. It says about how they make the most rapid development from birth to age 2.
Andrea is currently studying for her Level 2 teaching assistant qualification.
I've done the teaching assistant course Level 1. I'm moving on to Level 2 this year, and I think it'll work obviously in school to help me learn to train up to be a teaching assistant, because there is obviously a lot of talking and listening in school.
In another activity, the mothers are working in pairs. One partner describes a shape which the other draws.
Instead of going back home, I just stay here in school and do whatever I want to do. And that does help you a lot. You can understand how to help your child or what your child is doing and how you can help him as well.
Right, let's have a look.
You getting all right, you two?
I think although a lot of the content is common sense, it just helps people to think about it in a little bit more detail, to think about the importance of talking and listening and playing with their children, and to give them some ideas and tips on how to do that with their own children at home or in the workplace. It's all to do with the parents. If they're being skilled up, then it helps to raise the children's achievement as well. And it's everyone working together for the benefit of the child.
The reason why we're actually developing extended school services is because we feel absolutely, totally convinced that this is going to make a difference for our children and our families.
Yeah, she's cutting. What's she doing? She put some apples, some oranges, and some peach, I think. Excellent. She's drawing them out, is she?
Funded through Nottingham City Council's Children's Services, the Family Learning Sessions offer parents an opportunity to learn with their children in a supportive setting. Today they're looking at healthy eating.
You're going to take it home with you? Yeah, fantastic with the children actually. It gives them a bit of experience, learning about the foods, which is trying to encourage them to eat at home as well.
And I've got 3 children, and being at home and a working mum, it's hard to find even an hour to spend time doing this sort of thing, because you obviously be housework and working, it's hard to find the time, and I just think it's really important. And they've really enjoyed it, and I have to actually, spend the one-on-one time with them.
When you did that chart over there, how did you describe the pineapple? Because that's your favourite one, isn't it? How did you do this?
Well, yes.
Tangy, that's...
The benefits are that parents can actually see what the children are learning in school, it's quality time, and it improves communication.
Green apples. Yes, he said green apples, hard apples and pears.
Often parents coming into family learning have had, not all parents, but a good proportion of parents maybe haven't had the positive learning experience themselves. And I think coming into sessions like this is almost like breaking down the barriers. They'll come into group sessions, work with other parents and find out more about how the school runs. They feel more confident talking to teachers and parents. And, every aspect of the child's education, they get to find out more about what's happening in school and feel it's just not a threatening place, it's somewhere, it's a two-way sort of communication process often that happens.
It's the end of the school day, but many children stay on after school to enjoy one of the 17 clubs that are on offer. The emphasis on healthy living continues, with many activities focusing on the physical side of things.
The introduction of the extended services has actually really improved attendance. That is one thing that we can point to straight away as a measurable impact of extended services. What we're really trying to do is to ensure that everybody within our community has their full opportunity to move on, to achieve their potential, and that we are really at the heart of our community serving its needs.